Hi friends, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. Put my timer on, per the usual. Someday I won't have to do this anymore. But, and that, to let you guys know that, in the coming month or two, hopefully we will have high-speed internet. Currently, we live out in the country, and I love it out here. It's beautiful, very rural area. However, we did not have internet. We have to use basically a tower. We have like T-Mobile, so we have to use like a internet tower to get connection, and it works. However, we're limited to the data that we've paid for. So that's it. Just that's the way it is right now. But that's totally fine. All right, we're gonna get into things. Shop update. Suffolk. It's coming, I promise. I feel like a broken record. It's coming. I literally need to package it, and then we will get it in the shop. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter if you guys want to be the first to find out about it. I definitely want to make sure that you don't miss out if you are one of the ones looking for it. It's beautiful gray Suffolk. So again, definitely make sure that you're subscribed to that newsletter. You can do that either by letting me know in the comments below, or you can reach out to me, the contact me section on multifariousnature.com. And even prior to that, when you go to multifariousnature.com, if it's your first time going, it should pop up asking if you want to be a newsletter subscriber. There's also a newsletter selection on the bottom, I think. So multiple ways. But if you have any issues, do reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Okay, so works in progress. Lots of works in progress. I've been working on a lot of things this week. It's small progress, but I worked on 3 different projects. The first one that I will talk about is an oldie. So I've actually brought out a project that I haven't worked on in a while, and it was in hibernation from, I think, last fall, possibly, if I'm remembering correctly. And that is pretty sure it's called the Striac cardigan. I'm pulling out the pattern because, my Striac cardigan by Andrea Mowry of Freyr Knits. It's from 2021 pattern, and I am using a Merino. It's technically fingering weight according to the label on the cone. It's coned yarn. It's old mill yarn, but it's really fine. I don't know if you can see that from here, but it's super fine. It will bloom a little bit from my experience, but it's pretty fine. So I'm holding it double to get gauge. And here we are. So this is fascinating. It does kind of even out a little bit once you block. It's a half fisherman's rib pattern cardigan. It's really cute. It's a nice warm gray, like gray cream color. But you'll notice here, if you look at the section of the back, so this is where the area where a lot of increasing happened and things of that nature. And what I've noticed right away, I think my stitches got really tight. I don't know if I was just extremely stressed or something, but what's really interesting is to me, it is visually noticeable. Like, it's quite noticeable. So I don't know what happened to me while I was knitting that portion forever ago. But I've now, hence, started knitting on it again. Got a couple inches in here. Really enjoying it. And it's just the craziest thing. Like, I have no idea. So my hope is, again, that this will kind of even itself out once I block it. It does a little bit. It does. I mean, it will, because it's going to open up and the stitches kind of get in their little happy place. It's just crazy. So I'm working down. I have a couple more inches of length to do. It's a nice cardigan. It's not a super cropped cardigan. It's kind of a cardigan that will hit right at your hip line, I want to say, from what I saw in the photos. So here, let me see. Let me show you a photo so you can see. So striped cardigan actually is a striped cardigan, and I'm doing it in solid color. You don't have to make it striped. You don't have to make it multiple colors. So the pattern tells you how to break it up into the different colors. I am just choosing not to. Did I not print the photos? That would be pretty funny. Okay, this, I have one photo here, but I just have to be careful because obviously I don't want to give away the pattern. It is a paid for pattern, but maybe you can kind of see that photo of Miss Andrea and her little striped one. It is so stinking cute. So cute. Maybe the shine of the window. There we go. Alright, so there it is. It is, yeah, it's like hip length. She's wearing with her cute little dress here, and it looks adorable. That's one of the things I love is cardigans are super versatile. You can wear them with anything. I'm a big dress wearer, especially at work. And you wouldn't know it today. It is 90, it's going to be 91 Fahrenheit today. And then, and currently we're at 85, and it is, well, I'm recording on Friday. I normally record on Thursdays, and I'm recording after I went to my physical therapist. So I am like full on in my exercise gear right now. Drinking some iced coffee, really good iced coffee, needed, because I'm starting to get that slump of the heat starting to wear me down a little bit. But anyway, I am all over the place. Striped cardigan. So yeah, it's really cute. I'm trying to make something very versatile. It's a nice neutral, creamy gray color. It leans more cream than gray, but it is, I think, kind of a gray. It's just going to be super versatile. I feel like I can wear it with anything. And I'm enjoying it. I do like half fisherman's rib. It's a very rhythmic knit. If you've never made anything, I've made the birch pullover, also by Andrea Mowry. Definitely recommend that one. That is also half fisherman's like this, but it is a pullover, where this one's going to be my little cardigan. But I was working on this last year, and I put it on hold because I got distracted by probably Advents. I want to say it was before Advents, so getting back into it. I am using a beautiful bag. Unfortunately, the maker is no longer making bags. This was picked up from her very final, that's actually why I know this was in the fall. This is from her very final shop update. It is the Stitching the High Notes. Oh, her bags are so pretty. So this is one of the final ones. It's a really beautiful bag. It has pumpkins on it that are like embroidered. The fabric print looks like embroidery. And I actually got the sock bag as well. I splurged on these last year. But yeah, Stitching the High Notes. Unfortunately, she's no longer making bags. She's selling her pattern, though, if you want to make your own bags. Which I am tempted to buy it, just because I love... This is the big sweater bag, and it's enormous. And then I've got the sock bag, like the medium-sized bag. And yeah, love it. Anyway, so that is the striped cardigan. Starting to work on that again, and definitely enjoying it a lot. The other one that I've been working on a bit, I have a new project too, a new cast on. Of course I do. It's autumn now, right? Autumn. I think August starts autumn. Doesn't autumn start in August? Or is it September? Maybe it's September. Okay, so we're not there yet, but we're getting there. You can see it at all the stores. The stores are starting to bring out pumpkin spice things. I saw pumpkin spice things. I was not prepared for that yet. Yes, so I am cruising away on my Fascination Shawl by Ruby and Rose's Designs. I am cruising away at it. Like, it's enormous, you guys. It's enormous. To tell you the amount of stitches that I have right now, which is that kind of cool part, she goes row by row. And I am at, okay, so I'm not at 600 stitches yet. I'm almost at 600 stitches. 568 stitches. I would say this is probably one of the largest wraps, the shawls, that I've ever made. Like, when it comes to stitch count across. Like, I don't think even my half and half triangles wrap is that many stitches. So it's enormous. Like, It's huge. Or mid-row. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm getting into this. There's a beautiful edging. So I'm getting into the edging. And it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see it from her photo here. There's this like scalloped, I don't know if that's going to focus or not. There's like this scalloped edging on there, and it's absolutely beautiful. So the scalloped edging, I am using the last of my Melly Knits Advent. I only have this much left. So I am using the last of that. It's a beautiful colorway. And then I will use my CVM handspun, which is also very beautiful. It's a heavier weight. This is closer to like I'd say sport to DK. Actually, that's probably closer to like almost a worsted weight with how fluffy it is. But we're going to use it anyway because why not? It's the edging anyway. Edging can be a little bit heavier. I feel like that will be fine. And I'm cruising on it. I'm just loving it. Working with handspun is such a joy. If you have not ever worked with handspun, I highly recommend it. If you don't handspin yourself, purchase some. But there is so much joy in working with something that you've taken the raw product or processed product and then spun it into something that you can make something else with. It's just you're constantly making. You're making the yarn and then you're making the item with it. It's so wonderful. And being makers, fellow makers, you'll understand that. You know, like there is something to be said about making something. It just feels there's a connection. I cannot explain it right. So there you are. Okay, my final work in progress is a brand new cast on, and I have my cute little fall bag. This is the bag that I got a couple years back from, I think it's at Anthony. I'm not going to say it right. Or is Star Knits? This is Star Knits. I'm getting my bags confused. I have a really cute coffee mug one, which is right over here that I have my half and half triangles wrap in. That I haven't worked on in a bit, but I will. I will. This is by Star Knits. I'm pretty sure Star Knits is the maker, and I think it's one of her large bags. Really stinking cute. It says canoe, cider, pumpkin, bikes. Got little campers on it. It says harvest. To me, this is like the perfect little fall bag, and I got this from Michigan Fire Festival as a gift, actually from my mom. 3 years ago. I love it. So it's held up nicely. It has two really big pockets on the inside, and it has a little spot you can put your stitch markers on if you want, and I love it. There's actually two spots you could do that, so really nice. So I am working with, I told you it was a fall cast on, didn't I? Did I not say that? I think I said autumn cast on. Well, it's not really, I think we're kind of getting there. So I'm working with one of my favorites. We're getting into colder temperatures. Not at the moment. This weekend's going to be the 90s. We're going to hit 95. And so we're definitely full summer swing still, which is fine. I wish we'd get some rain, though. I really wish we would. I will say, so even though it is hot as all get out, I am working with some woolly wools. I just have to. And this color, I'm so excited about. So I am working with Plutolopi. It's one of my absolute favorite woolly wools when it comes to affordability and getting your hands on it. I will say the unfortunate part is the price is starting to go up on these, but if you can get your hands on some for a reasonable price, you definitely should. This is, I think, burnt orange. I think that's the name of it. I'm not 100% on that. There's so many different colorways. I do not know the color number. There's a beautiful burnt orange. It has the dark orange in there. There's like that even darker orange. There's some red in there, and it blends into this beautiful burnt orange. And I'm holding that double. I don't necessarily have to, but I love holding unspun yarn double with lace weight, and not mohair. This is a lace weight. I think this does have alpaca in it, but it's like a merino alpaca, another cone blend from Old Mill Yarn. Super dark brown. And I've used this with other sweaters that are new to den or things like that. And my primary reason for using it is, well, one, it adds a nice dimension of depth to the fabric, but it also does help it not grow. Because the one thing about unspun that can happen, not always, I've had it happen a couple times when it comes to new to den. New to den is extremely soft and short fiber length usually, where Plutolopi is Icelandic. And so usually there is long staple length, and so it's extremely strong, and it doesn't tend to grow dramatically. But to help keep that shape, if you hold something else with it, it really helps that. So I'm cruising away on another Andrew Mowry pattern. I promise, I do support other artists. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that. But if you are new, I do support other pattern designers as well. Andrew Mowry is one of my favorites, and she is originally from Michigan. She's moved back to Michigan, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that. I love her patterns. I absolutely love them. They fit me really well. I love her aesthetic. They're really cute and versatile pieces. And then on top of that, she has a wonderful sale that she runs every year. She really does give back to those that help her, like promote her and support her. So if you're a newsletter subscriber, you get an amazing discount every year. If you are not a newsletter subscriber of Andrew Mowry's, I don't know if she tells people this, but I'm going to, and I know someday it won't happen, but she gives you the discount that her birthday is. And that's something that I've started doing during my birthday sometimes, is giving that discount, because I think it's a really cool way to support others and celebrate your birthday. And yeah, I just think it's a really fun way to do it. So currently she has her birthday sale going on this week. Unfortunately, when you guys see this, the sale will be over. But definitely make sure you follow her newsletter. So if you go to her Instagram, you can follow a link and then sign up for her newsletter. And that's how I end up with so many of her patterns, because it's an incredible discount, and I love her patterns. I absolutely love them. So this one is the Weekender crew neck. And it's the cutest thing ever. So here we go. Here it is. So I've done the Weekender light, or no, not light, the Weekender. I've done the Weekender. It did not fit me very well, but I did hand spun. So that was one of my biggest fails. It was hand spun and it was not to gauge. I thought it might have been to gauge. It was not to gauge. This has the crew neck, and it has the cute little pockets on the front. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to take my Plutolopi instead of hand spun, and we're going to try our hand at another Weekender, but this is the Weekender crew. And it's really cute. It's really cute. So the brown adds that extra depth of color. I love it. And it also adds structure to it. So the really cool thing about this pattern, if you're not familiar with the Weekender at all, is that you're knitting it, and then you're knitting you're knitting with the wrong side facing you. And so what many times is considered the wrong side, the purl bumps, is actually the right side of the fabric. So that way you can do what many people like to knit more than they like to purl. So this is actually technically the right side of the fabric, but it's going to be hard to see because I just started doing the purling. But you start with the hem, which is a split hem, and you knit each side of the hem. Oh, I did do this wrong, by the way. So the pattern actually calls for a longer back and a shorter front hem. I knit them basically the same size. However, I think it almost looks like, yeah, they're the same size, which is fine. I honestly was not paying attention, and then when I was done, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to leave it that way. I could have totally ripped it back, but I decided I didn't want to. Because having a longer sweater is not something that bothers me. I like having a longer sweater versus a cropped sweater, because this is a sweater that I would want to be able to wear over my pants, and you can wear it over dresses and stuff too, but I really want to be able to wear it over my pants. And I don't know if you guys can see this, probably not very well, but there's a super cute, it's like a slip stitch design that in the middle of the back and the middle of the front, and that's on her Weekender patterns. So yes, I love Plutolopi. Full disclaimer though, it is Icelandic wool, and so if you have sensitivity to wool, this probably would be something you're sensitive to. I can wear this next to skin. I would say 90% of the time, or 96%, I say 95 to 95%, 96% of the time, I want that extra little percent. 96% of the time, I can wear this next to skin, no problem. If it's incredibly warm outside, if I start to get sweaty while I'm wearing it, that's when I do get that little bit of prickle factor, and it will itch a little on my chest. Otherwise, I don't have a problem. But I have desensitized myself. So, like, I really made it a priority to wear wool, and I wanted to wear wool. So, if you're someone with a sensitivity to wool, this might not be a good option for you. But there are other options for unspun wool that are a little bit softer. So this one's definitely more of your rustic. This is like your durable wool. This is going to be your like jacket sweater. Like this is toasty warm. I've worked with Nutiden. That's a lot softer. Maybe I should make a video about unspun yarn. I don't feel like I've actually worked with enough different unspun yarns though. So I've worked with Nutiden. I've worked with Plutolopi. I have wool dreamers, but I haven't worked with it yet. So I do not know what my thoughts are on it. So I'll have to get in touch. I'll have to let you guys know when I do work with it, but I haven't worked with it yet. I have it up there. I'm looking right at it, and yeah, I don't know. So I just don't feel like I have enough variety to give a well-rounded opinion, but I can tell you Nutiden is definitely softer. It tends to be a lot softer if you have sensitivities to wool, but still wool. So you always have to keep that in mind. Anyway, that's all the works in progress that I'm currently working on. And then I did mess with my new spindle. So I was talking to you guys about my supported spindle. I'm kind of going on a little bit of a craze. Okay, I understand the supported spindle craze now. I really, really do. I have been working with my Woodland, I think it's Woodland Woodcrafts or Handcrafts? Woodland Handcrafts spindle. Super cute. It is the, what is it called? The wee something. Wee home, wee hut. I don't know. Here it is. So you see that, hopefully. It's the cutest little thing. It's like a little house. It's super fun spindle. And I've already, as you can see, I have practiced with it. And I've already filled this up quite a bit. It's not a lot. I just took a little chunk of this. Is like a, it's not silk. It's very inexpensive, but it's like a polyamide or something, or kind of like, it's not bamboo, but kind of is. Anyway, I've been messing with that. It has silk in there as well. It does have like little sari silk bits in it. So I've just been messing with that. The sari silk does make it a little bit more challenging, but it's fun. I figured I'd make a little art yarn. But I am cruising on this. I was able to start, I'm not trying to brag, I was able to start spinning right away. I had to first figure out how to get this started, the cup, but once you figure out how to get that started, you just kind of keep building it. And I should have made this go down farther, but not a big deal. We'll just keep working down in that direction. But it just spins so nicely here. I'm trying to spin this, and it's not going to spin nicely because I've got the massive amount of wool hanging there. It's not wool. And what I've been using, because I don't have a bowl that's specific for spindling, I have this really cute dish that I've been using for stitch markers, and I just decided I was going to use it to spin in, and that works really great. I actually do have a bowl coming because I ordered another spindle, not from Woodland Handcrafts. It's from a different one, which I'll share when I get it. That one is making a traveling trip. This is out of Michigan. They're out of Michigan. And I am just storing it in the box that it came in because that protects it, and I don't really have a good spot for it otherwise. I got a little bit of dust in my nose. Sorry, guys. I've also been spinning on my wheel a little bit every day. I've been trying to be really good about that. I've really enjoyed that process of spinning a little bit here and there. It's highly meditative, and then also I love working with hand spun, as I mentioned. Knitting is always going to be my first and foremost. I will, before anything else, always make sure that I can knit. But I do want to mention that spinning is definitely, and I cannot wait to show you guys the beautiful yarn that I'm working on currently that I'm spinning. So I'm doing, I think it's called a fractal. Still learning all the lingo on this. Pretty sure it's called a fractal. So I took the braid, split it in half. It's multicolored. Split it in half, and then the one half I am just spinning directly through it. And then the other half, I took that and then split that in half. And then what I'm going to do is spin one whole piece and then spin one whole piece. So it's basically the same color pattern doubled up, if that makes sense. So you finish the whole color flow and then you do the next color flow. So my hope, and it will create that like beautiful barber poling and everything. The colors are just absolutely stunning together. It's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of a Van Gogh painting. So I'm very excited to show you guys that. I got that in a D-stash a while back, and that's been in my stash. So I'm excited that I am finishing that because I had started spinning it ages ago, months ago. All right, I need to wrap things up. Braid school. I'm still doing my braid school. The next breed to spin, so I did Rambouillet. The next one that I need to sample is Radnor. So that's a new one to me. So I actually need to do my braid school actually today as well, on top of my bats. I might have overbooked myself a little bit, but I love learning and I love doing different things in the creative realm, and I love expanding my knowledge base, and it just makes life that much more interesting and full. So I'm going to get those bats done first. I'll get those photographed and then get them up on the shop. They will be coming soon until they go live, and I will announce it in the newsletter. So please make sure you subscribe to that newsletter because I do not want anyone to miss out. If I really don't want anybody to miss out. So make sure you're subscribed. All right, I think that's it. I gotta wrap it up. I've got about a minute left. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're staying cool if you are in a warmer climate like myself. And I hope you're having a wonderful rest of your summer here. And yeah, I look forward to chatting with you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. Bye.